Turn up the headphones a little bit. Hey, hey, ISO, let's get it. Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. Hey, they trying to block all my blessings. They thought I lost for stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm rapping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm rapping. Sending emojis. I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real day. Stay Tommy up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chilling with no lil, no. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them go. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking slow. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, ayy. We too fancy, ayy, ayy. Can't walk past me, ayy, ayy. Right up your alley, wait. I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy. Watch me isolate. Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost for stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm rapping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm rapping.
Yeah, y'all in for a doozy today. Yeah, y'all is. Keep it locked.
Major show alert! You're now locked in to Trucking with Loshawnparks podcast show. Come on, tell them about all the places you've gone to. Breaking down the trucking industry from entrepreneurship, fleet building, and money management.
I got a hustler spirit, I get it.
Whether you're a new CDL driver or a veteran who's been doing it for years.
Took it to another level.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Bring them out.
Now here's your host, LoShawnparks.
Ride with us.
Let's go.
Kill it, Ben. Appreciate it. Hey, welcome to another edition of Trucking with Loshawnparks podcast show. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but y'all here with me. And y'all already know I appreciate that round of applause for the people that's in the building early. Yeah. My mic sound nice. Check 1, 2. From what I can hear is that my mic sounds nice. Y'all let me know down in the chat section down there if the mic is sounding nice. All right. I hope that it is. I hope that the clarity is coming through. All right. This is the second edition of the podcast show since I've been back. Took a 4-month hiatus. Coach football, high school football. Some of you guys may know about that. Round of applause for myself, helping out the youth here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We had a big season. Talked about that in the last podcast show. Go take a gander at it. Watch it if you haven't had a chance to. But today, I have a layout, actually, first time, which I'm going to start doing. I have a layout here of exactly what I'm going to talk about, all right? So we'll go ahead and give an introduction to exactly what we're going to talk about today. In today's podcast, we're going to explain, I'm going to talk to you guys exactly why, excuse me. Oh, man, Pepsi. It does it to me all the time. Belgian. But anyway, I'm going to explain why the truck market, I'm going to explain explaining the truck market and how the trucks are not appraised or valued at what they are charging you guys for these trucks. This is specifically talking more so like people that want to be owner operators. They want to go out and buy their own truck, get their own authority, get their own trailer, do the whole thing of being a owner operator. All right. So we're going to talk about that in the first portion of the show. Second half of the show, or I should say second portion of the show, we're going to talk about my vision of my authority in 2022. Yeah, round of applause for myself. Some of y'all might not know. Y'all just caught the news flash or breaking news. I will be opening authority in 2022 for sure. And then lastly, I will be talking to you guys about me also opening a truck driver recruiting service for those that are looking for jobs. All right. You'll be able to go into a portal on a website that is a company of Parks Motor Group, and you will be able to see jobs that are hiring for drivers, see if it matches up with you. We'll also match you guys up with the companies or carriers and see if you guys are a perfect match from there. Okay. It's pretty dope. It's going to be pretty dope. All you pretty much got to do is go on the website, put in your information, put in your experience. That relays over to the carrier so they can see what type of driver you are if they're interested in you, and they will contact out to you. Yeah, doing all kinds of big stuff. I forgot to do this when we first stepped in here.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, what up, though? I forgot to hit my hello. She said it, not me, but hey, I speak just like her. So don't be alarmed if you hear a couple of cuss words fly from out my mouth. This is the type of stream that this is. I would like to think that we're all grown adults that are watching this show, or at that adult stage to where either you're looking to get into trucking, or you're already in trucking and you're looking for some sound, solid advice from somebody that has been doing this for 10 years. All right. Once again, if you're new around here, thank you for subscribing. I am a fleet owner. I do have 12 trucks. And yeah, that's what I got going on. All right. So let's get into our topic here. No need to beat around the bush. Real quickly, for everybody that watched college football here, real quickly, while we're waiting for some more people to step on in here. If you guys watch college football, to all of those, let me make sure I got my sound right. Okay, I do. All right, to all of those that believed that Georgia was going to beat Alabama, I got to hit y'all with this, bro. Sad. I mean, on social media, everywhere, Facebook, Instagram. By the way, let me get my banner up here. I damn near forgot about that. See, I got to get it on here. Here you go. Bang. There we go. Follow me on IG and on Facebook at Loshawnparks at all social media platforms. You can somehow run across me that way. But on Facebook, it was the talk of the week, I would say, more so than the talk of the day, was how Georgia was going to knock off Alabama. People was talking about this right after the Alabama game versus Auburn. Oh, God, good gracious. Get ready, the dogs, and we're going to put a loss on Alabama. We're going to put them out the playoffs. And Georgia, epic fail. Right? Epic fail. Once again, Saban shows why Smart can't beat him in any of his former assistants outside of Jimbo Fisher, who beat him this year. Listen, when the chips is in the middle and the game is on the line, is of importance, you can bet your bottom dollar that Nick Saban is going to come through. Okay, he ain't new to this. Okay, he's true to this. So to all the Georgia fans, hey, listen, y'all still in the playoffs. Yeah, I know y'all got the third. Y'all got to face Michigan, which, if I may say so, I think Michigan gonna beat y'all. I'm just saying, Georgia. I think Michigan gonna beat y'all. I think that Michigan is playing at a extremely high level right now. Them boys are extremely motivated right now, and Coach Harbaugh got them boys playing at a different level Michigan football than I've seen in many years. And I think that people that watch sports can see that with their very own two eyes. So my opinion of the championship game is going to be Michigan versus Alabama. Okay, I think it's still going to have to go through Alabama, all right, to win the championship. That's where I see it at. Cincinnati is in there. They will be playing Alabama. Do I think Cincinnati will be able to compete? No. Okay, no. I actually think that I don't even think that. I mean, I know that Cincinnati has a good defense. I know they got star DBs. My son told me that number one, I'm throwing to say his name is Gardner, is beast mode, lockdown. He hasn't had a touchdown scored on him in 3 years. He's a junior. I think that ends when they face Alabama, okay? Because that number one receiver for Alabama is a speedster, and he's out of this world. Trust me, he just showed Georgia how real of a deal he is, right? So whenever the big game is on the line, you can believe your bottom dollar, you can bet your bottom dollar that Alabama is going to come through, okay? I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm LSU. I can't stand Alabama, right? To me, I want everybody to beat Alabama. But at the same time, I know the strength of Alabama and how good that head coach is, right? And yet I believe that Georgia has yet to beat Alabama. Just saying, under Kirby Smart. It's hasn't been there. So I don't, for those Georgia fans, you guys still got hope. But for y'all that believed that Georgia was going to beat Alabama, we got to give you this one last one. Then we jump off this. Oh, God. Good gracious. All right. Anyway, let's talk about it. All right. So the title of this whole the podcast today is why it is a terrible time to become an owner operator, or if you're trying to become an owner operator, right? It's a terrible time. A lot of people, I think, are doing it or trying to become owner operators right now because it is a thing that they've been wanting to do for quite some time. They saved up money to get to this point where they're at right now, to where they can be an owner operator, and they want to go out and buy a truck and trailer and, do they thing. Hey, I ain't got nothing against you wanting to do that. All right. I encourage it. I applaud it. All right. But here's the problem. Okay. You got to understand when the right move is to make it. All right. What's the best analogy I could use here? Let's just say we're in a casino. Oh no, Lo's starting to talk about gambling again. This is going to be a problem. He's an old gambling listen, it's going to be an analogy. Okay. Just roll with me on the punches on this one. All right. So we're sitting at a blackjack table. All right. And the dealer is crushing the table. Like, this dude is getting 19s, 20s, 21s, blackjacks, everything. Everybody is getting 16s and they got to hit. All right. Everybody's getting soft 16s or soft 8s and they got to make a hit. All right. And the dealer showing a 6, he turns up a 10, he has a 6, and he fucking turns over a 5, and he bangs everybody out with 21. All right. It becomes a time of when you need to understand this ain't the right table or the right time for me to be trying to win here, if you will, right? Might need to switch to a different table. I might need to just lower my bet. I might need to just get up out that seat and wait until that table gets a little bit, hotter on the player side opposed to on the casino side. Well, right now in the trucking industry, the dealer is the equipment people that have all their equipment, the dealerships. They're the dealer right now, right? The dealer is the dealer. You get it? And right now they are smacking freaking 20s and 21s. And the rest of the industry right now has 16. We got to take a hit. This guy is showing a face card, right? You got to assume that underneath that face card is another 10. That's the way you play the game of blackjack, right? You got to assume it's a 10. So I got to take a hit. And then when I take a hit, guess what? I pull another face card and I bust out. I got 26. Well, the dealers are the dealer right now, and they're smacking the industry. Okay. Now, Lo, you might be moving a little bit too fast. Some of these people probably not even understanding the analogy that you're using. Well, let me break it down for you guys in simpler terms. The trucks that y'all are going out and getting, whether they're new, they're used. Well, I wouldn't even say new, because there's a stoppage right now on new trucks. So I wouldn't even say that there's a stoppage. Let me take that back. There is slow process on the trucks, new trucks, because there is, the chip that goes into these new trucks is it on back order? Yeah, it ain't on back order side out there on them ships that's out in the water. right? That's waiting to come on shore, dock, and then get everything moved through the container yards. Well, it's out there on the water, all right? So without those chips, it slows down the production for the new trucks. I'm feeling the crunch on it too, because a lot of people know I like new equipment, and hey, I can't get no new equipment right now. Well, can I? I still can, but it's a longer process. I should say time period, opposed to how I was getting the trucks before, these newer trucks, right? Before I could just smack down my money, my down payment for the truck, and boom, take a flight, go get the trucks. Well, it's not like that right now, right? Because of this chip that is a shortage on, because it's out there on the water. I don't know if some of you guys heard the news, but Samsung is planning on building a plant here in the United States. It won't be up and running though until the year, I think 2024, 2025, somewhere around there. That's still another freaking 2-3 years out. And what are you going to do? But they are planning to build a plant here, Samsung, to create those chips for the trucks, because it's not only semi trucks that need these chips. We're talking about car manufacturers. We're talking about, all the smart cars, just like in the smart cars, the smart trucks, right? I know some people are going to look at like smart. What's smart about it? Fuel economy. Okay, efficiency is what we're talking about when we speak about this. You guys know about the hybrid cars. Well, you're starting to have like hybrid trucks. They're trying to use that, that CO2 gas. And now you're starting to hear more and more so about the electric trucks that are coming. And they're on their way. Don't be fooled that they're not on their way. All right. But here's the deal. Okay. Here's the deal. Since those chips are on back order and these new trucks can't be bought, well, guess what? Inflation, right? We've talked about inflation before, right? And with inflation comes these older trucks don't need these chips, right? They're used trucks. So if they do have a chip in them, then they're good to go, but it's a used truck. But we know that the demand for these trucks are extremely high right now. This is what the dealers is doing, okay? Dealers thinking. We know that the demand is extremely high right now. We know that the market, as far as loads are going, spot market, price of freight being moved, is at an all-time high, right? A lot of people is getting $3, $4, and $5 a mile. So now this is not, it's like almost, if some of you guys do real estate, you understand a buyer's market and a seller's market, right? A buyer's market is when you buy as the consumer, because the seller is at the mercy of you because there's an abundance of it and they need to move inventory. Well, right now in trucking, it is a seller's market, right? Everybody is selling at a high, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's understandable. It's part of business. But what we need to understand here is some of these prices that this equipment is going for is astronomical. Everybody talks about it on their YouTube channels and the social media. Truck prices this time last year was only a Freightliner could have got 35, 40,000. That same Freightliner now is going for 75, 80, 90K. The same amount of mileage on it, the same wear and tear, the same, they didn't put no candy paint on it, right? They didn't put a co-driver, they didn't include a co-driver in it for you, right? Nothing. This truck is still what it was last year, okay? Well, here's the problem that people are going to run into and they're not understanding about this equipment that is inflated. When you take it to your insurance company, and your insurance company, you say, listen, I got the bill of sale here. I need to put insurance on this truck. Okay, sir, ma'am, whoever you are, how much are you trying to insure it for? Well, you always want to try to insure it for what you put into it, right? What you paid for it. So I paid $80,000 for it. The value of this truck is $80,000 per the dealership and per what I've paid for it. So I want to insure my money, insure my equipment. I need $80,000 Progressive is going to say, hey, listen, a 2016, 2015 Freightliner Cascadia, $80,000. God damn. My brand new trucks, 2022s is, everybody ready to do this. You're paying too much for it. It's $150,000. But that's a brand new truck with no miles on it, fresh off the assembly line, 150,000. Never been driven before. Plastic still ripping it off. So for $60,000 cheaper, you can get this 2015 that got 600,000 miles on it. 600,000 miles on it. And it makes perfect sense, right? Well, back to the insurance thing. So you're going to tell Progressive, I need to insure this for $80,000. Progressive is going to say, whew, okay, no problem. We'll insure it for $80,000. But here's the caveat and here's the catch that some of you guys may not be understanding. Insurance is only going to pay you the appraisal value of that truck. So when, let's just say, bad case scenario, you get in an accident and you roll your truck, or you have a driver who rolls your truck, it ain't worth a damn no more. It's completely trashed. It ain't no good. In your mind, you're going to be thinking, cool, I'm going to put an insurance claim in. They're going to give me my $80,000 because I got it insured for $80,000. So I'm going to need my $80,000. You know what I'm saying on this? This driver totaled my truck, or I totaled my truck. I need $80,000 so I can go back out and get another one. Well, it isn't going to work like that. Okay. What insurance is going to do is they're going to get the truck appraised, and they're going to say, this same truck is, it's only worth $35,000, right? We're only going to appraise this truck at $40,000. You're going to be like, whoa, wait, hold the phone. Wait one motherfucking minute. I told y'all I wanted $80,000 worth of insurance on this. They're going to say, yes, we did that for you. Then I need my $80,000. Well, here's the problem, sir. Your truck isn't worth $80,000. That piece of equipment you got is really worth $35,000. All right. So we're going to pay what the value of that truck is at $35,000, and then cut you a check and you have a nice day. Now, some of y'all, quick on your math, how much did you lose out on? So you paid $80,000 for a used truck that is only valued appraisal $35,000. When you put it on insurance and you have a boo-boo, you're not going to get what you spent on that truck back. Doing the math here, you guys will lose over 50% of the value of that truck, what you paid out for it. Immediately. $45,000. I see you, Terrell. Exactly. So now you're up shit creek $45,000. Well, here's the problem. They're going to cut you a check for $35,000. But we all know right now, with inflation and with the way that the market is inflated with people, right? And everybody wants to be in the trucking industry right now because the trucking industry is the best thing since sliced bread. So they go out and buy these overinflated trucks. And then when one of them trucks get fucked off, you're only going to get a check from insurance for what the appraisal value, the true value of that truck is, $35,000. That isn't even enough for you to go and get another fucking goddamn truck, bro. You see, it's not enough. So now what's happening? You're upside down. Okay. If some of you guys understand about these no credit checks and car dealerships, they typically put you upside down. They put you upside down, right? So they're going to put you in a car and say, oh, you're going to pay us this. They're going to jack up the interest rate on it, and you're going to be paying double the price for that car, right? And that's what's happening right now in the market of trucking. Everybody wants to go out and buy trucks right now because the market is hot. $2, $3, $4, $5 a mile lows. Right now is the best time. Right now is the best time to be going out and getting equipment, being an owner operator. I see this shit all over the place. But some of y'all that's doing this, you don't even understand the market, right? You don't even understand when the best time for you to move in. I use the analogy of the blackjack. Y'all are sitting here and putting $100 on it. Let's say you got $200 at the table. You're betting $100 a hand, and the fucking dealer is still crushing your ass because you think, oh, it's eventually going to turn around. My luck going to turn around, right? Instead of saying, nah, this ain't the time for me to be betting high, right? I need to step back, continue doing what I'm doing, reevaluate the market again when it gets better, when it is a seller's market. I mean, when it's not a seller's market and it's a buyer's market, right? We don't buy houses when it's a seller's market, right? Because that means the price of the house is extremely high. It's higher than what it's typically going for. So what we want to do is we want to wait till it's a buyer's market. When the price drops, we could save ourselves $50,000, $100,000 off that house instead of paying $50,000, $100,000 over the price of the house. That don't make sense, right? And that's what drivers are doing today in the trucking space. Y'all are buying trucks in a seller's market. And then got the nerve to sit here and flaunt like they big and bad. I'm the owner operator. I went about my equipment. But you paid for a truck and trailer, you paid $30,000 to $40,000 over the value, true value of that equipment. Now, does that make any sense at all? Instead of stay doing what you're doing, whether it be that you're a company driver, you're a lease operator, you're an owner operator with one truck right now, you want to move up to 2 trucks, just stay doing what you're doing right now. Keep stacking your money. And when it becomes a buyer's market, then that's when you buy. I've seen it where, no hate, no shade towards other people's business model. But I think Miss Jeffers, with CDL for life, she's doing her, trucking biz in a box and selling it for $35,000, $45,000 down tier. Y'all are paying this? And listen, don't get it my words twisted. I ain't hating on anything that she got going. I think that is a phenomenal business that she has going. Right? A phenomenal business that she has going. But to those that are consumers of it, we got to step back and say $35,000 to $45,000 down for a used truck is a little bit far-fetched, right? What I'm going to do is, don't worry, trucking is going to be here forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and I'm just going to wait until the market corrects itself and gets back to how it should be. Once again, I got no hate towards Ms. Jeffers, CDL, the owner of CDL for life. I think that her business model, as far as the management thing, is phenomenal. Kudos, matter of fact, round of applause to her. All right, because I got something similar to that going on, right? But at the same time, there's no way, even as a entrepreneur, as an investor, there's no way. But maybe that's because I know about trucking. You know what I mean? And I know what is too high and what ain't worth a damn in these trucks, right? That me personally, I'm not putting no down payment on no $35,000 to $45,000 truck when I can go and get brand new truck down payment for $10K, ripping plastic off with no miles on it, full-fledged warranty on it for 5 years, 600,000 miles. There's no way that I'm doing that. Salute the apocalypse. Salute my man Paper City Kings. I see y'all in here, DC Trucker too. Salute to my dogs. Those my people. But there's no way I'm doing that. Now, to those that are doing it, listen, I ain't here to discourage you or tell you not to do or to join Ms. Jeffers' thing, because once again, I believe that she has a great program as far as the management thing. But, and I understand her wanting the $35,000 to $45,000 down, because yes, she's getting those trucks right now, but she's getting them at an extremely inflated price. So when it's like that, of course, she has to up her price, right? Because that could be, these dealerships are wanting more since these trucks cost more, and I respect it. But to those that are the consumers of this, y'all should just chill and wait. Like, it's going to correct itself. Trucking ain't going nowhere. This ain't something that, if I don't jump in this shit today, I'm going to miss the opportunity. No, you're not. You're not going to miss the opportunity. Okay. Just keep stacking your money, saving your money into the owner operator or to the company drivers, to the lease operators that want to be owner operators right now. hold off. If what you're doing is making you money and you're making a decent wage and what you're doing has been able to make you save money for the amount of time that you have, it ain't broke. Don't fix it, Brody. It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep saving. And when the market corrects itself and those Freightliners and those Kenworths and those Volvos go back down to reality where they're supposed to be at 30, 25, 35K for those trucks with that many miles on there, you would have saved yourself. That's $40, $45, $50,000 that you can keep in pocket for your operating costs, i.e. breakdowns, i.e. tires, because you're getting a used truck. So, that shit gonna have problems. That's a fact. So this is the more smarter route to go, opposed to I just see so many people want to get into this industry right now. And the people that want to get into the industry right now, they have no fucking clue about it. No fucking clue. And they're just trusting the whim and the word of those that are in it. You're making all kinds of money. This, that, and the third. And they're sitting there telling these people, you're going to make this each week. You're going to make that each week. And you're going to do it. And what they're not being honest about is in trucking, there is no set number that you're going to make every week. I don't give a fuck. Listen, take it from a guy who has 12 trucks operating, okay? 12 trucks operating. There is no truck that I have that makes the set amount each week, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. What you mean, though? That you can't seem to get a contract that could? No, it don't work like that. Let me tell you about trucking. They deal with shippers that will load your truck when they want to. You deal with receivers that will offload your truck when they want to. Okay. We got a little thing in trucking called detention. But some shippers and receivers, they don't give a fuck about detention. Okay. It's small potatoes to them. Okay. Oh, okay. You gonna charge me $75, $150 an hour. Cool, whatever. I mean, we're a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't give a damn about $75 to $150 to hold you there for an extra 4 or 5 hours. They don't care about that. Because they pushing that load out anyway for top dollar. Or they sold it for top dollar. All right. So, as my man DC Trucker just said right there, there's way too many variables. There are. You deal with weather. You deal with breakdowns. You're dealing with drivers. They may be fatigued. They may be tired. They may not be ready to run the road the way they ran the road the previous week. So every week is not, you can't sit here and say, if you invest in this, you're guaranteed to make 8 to 10K every single week. In trucking, that isn't guaranteed. So are we saying that this driver is never going to go home? He's a robot, right? Last time I checked, autonomous trucks ain't out here yet like that, where, companies are just willy-nilly using them and y'all seeing them on a regular basis. So there's that this is going to consistently happen each week. What happens when that truck breaks down? Now that owner operator or that fleet owner that invested into this is disappointed. Because now he got to kick out $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Well, guess what, my man? That's going to set you back 2 weeks. So yeah, you're going to pay that right now, that $5,000, get your truck out. You won't see profits again out of that truck until week 3, probably. Because think about it. You've lost 2 weeks of what you, quote unquote, average a week off of this truck. Like this bomb drop for myself. Like this the real shit. Welcome to Trucking with Loshawnparks, man. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the new LoShawn that came back, I don't care how people feel. I'm going to tell it to y'all exactly the reality of this shit, right? So that y'all don't make mistakes. What Jay-Z say? Like I told you, sold crack. Like I told you to sell crack. Nah, Hov did that. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. I'm telling y'all this shit because I done been down those alleys. I see this on a daily basis by having 12 trucks. And guess what? I've tried that whole investment thing with having people thinking the same way. Oh, you guys are going to average this each week. Guess what? Trucking, It doesn't pan out that way. What happens when the driver quits? Yeah, we got to put another driver in. That's orientation. That's time down. That's drug test. That's 3-4 days that truck ain't running. That's lost revenue. Like, this is the real shit in trucking. All right. These are the real things that happen in trucking. In trucking, there isn't no guarantee other than eventually one day your truck is going into the shop. Guarantee you that. I don't care if it's new equipment. I don't care if it's used equipment. I don't care if it's old equipment. I don't care if you do your PMs every single 2 hours on the truck. One thing is for sure, two things for certain, that truck is going in the shop one day. And it's going to cost you one day. So when you create these projections that people will make this if they do this, and it don't happen that way. Too many factors involved. Driver factor, truck factor, shipper factor, broker factor, receiver factor. Oh, did I forget to mention weather factor? Right? It's snowing outside. How's the truck moving? It's ice on the road. How that truck moving? Oh, you just want the truck to move, huh? So you willing to tell the person, the driver, yo, just fucking throw on your chains and ice skate your ass down that highway to get this load off. Me, I'm never telling my drivers to do that shit. Why? Because it's going to cost me money, more money than it's going to cost me to move that load. Say I tell that driver, man, just go on and skate down the goddamn highway, bro. Fuck it. I need this load to get off. I don't care about none of that. Now I'm putting his life in jeopardy. And not only that, but I'm putting my equipment in jeopardy. Because if he does that and he goes down the highway, he wrecks the truck, he rolls the truck, he crashes it. Not only do I lose a truck, do I fuck up a trailer? Now I got to pay for the cargo because it's negligent on my half. And I told the driver to fucking keep going because we need to get this load off because I got to pay my investors. I need you to keep it moving. And now everything's fucked. See how this works? So right now is a terrible time for people that want to be owner operators to try to come into this industry. It is. And I wouldn't be telling y'all this. I have no reason to keep this to myself and not tell y'all. I have no reason to lie and hate and be like, oh, don't be owner operators. I'm telling y'all this shit so y'all can save yourselves some money and save yourselves some fucking headache. Because trucking is a real deal business that you will quit trucking in your mind more than any job you've ever had. I promise you. All right. You will quit trucking more in your mind than you quit any other job. How many of y'all truck drivers out there right now have quit your job in your mind, but you still driving that fucking truck? No, fuck this. I ain't doing trucking no more. This is some bullshit. I quit, yo. I'm calling them up tomorrow. I'm parking it. I'm finding another career. And what you do? You still find yourself holding that steering wheel. Next day, the shipper piss you off the same way. Oh, fuck it. I'm quitting. I can't do this. I'm tired of being out here. You quit again, right? You still holding the steering wheel. As a truck driver, we quit at least 7 times a day. We get caught up in traffic. Oh, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting in traffic, bro. I'm quitting. Turn this bitch in tomorrow. I'm done. Don't make an emotional decision that your family can't sustain, right? As truck drivers, we understand that, though, right? We don't want to make emotional decisions off of things that will hurt our family, all right? So yes, we can. Look, my man Zach says, let me pull it up. Zach says, yo, look, I quit today. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I quit just right now. Lo, when you was talking, yo, fuck it, I quit. It's over. I'm done. You know, I'm sitting here at this traffic. You know what I'm saying? Banging these gears, or some of y'all guys got automatics. You know, I quit. Fuck this shit. I done quit every week for the last month. Exactly, Highway Journey. That shit is real, right? And the biggest factor in making trucks go is making sure that your drivers are satisfied. Now, I don't know. This could be the biggest crock of shit. Matter of fact, maybe I should want myself on this. Where is it at? Where is my sound system? don't think that's true, man. Okay, listen. I've done everything in my part at Parks Motor Group to make sure that my drivers have been satisfied to the tune of paying them well, and I just pay. Some still will quit. Okay, they still will quit, for whatever reasons. All right, and I've heard all the reasons, a gajillion of them. I gotta quit because my right toenail is starting to turn purple, and I don't think it matches the color of the truck, so I gotta quit, boss. I'm gonna turn the truck in. What? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna quit because this truck can't do 100 miles an hour. What? Yeah, I need the truck to do 100. Okay, it's don't do 100. I'm a quit because this truck ain't got stacks on it. Yeah, it ain't got stacks, boss. I gotta quit. Wow. I'm gonna quit because this job over here offered me 72.5 cents a mile, and you offered me 72. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Fuck it. I'm out. I'm going to take half a cent more. Shit. I don't understand that I'm gonna make, less miles. I'm gonna be sitting more. They ain't gonna pay for my layovers. They ain't gonna give me my detention pay. Half a cent more. Sign me up, doggy. Yeah. Impulsive decision. Right? Not thinking shit through. Right? So I dealt with that. But yes, let's move on to our next subject. This is the reason why it is not good right now to anybody that's listening right now that is a company driver, that's a lease operator, or that has the aspirations of being an owner operator. My best advice to you guys is just wait until the market for trucks corrects itself and comes down. All right. That extra 40, 50,000 that you paying right now, that you would be paying right now to go out and get one of these used trucks, it ain't worth it. And you don't want to be
I'm a clown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
Don't be a clown, okay? Don't be a clown in trucking. All right. Shooter, what's good? I see you in here. 1011 Trucking, just Phil. Round of applause to y'all, man. Round of applause to each and every one of y'all. Everybody that's watching my stream right now, 159 strong. I appreciate it, man. If y'all didn't know, you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. I don't ask for no likes. You do whatever the fuck you want to do with that. But we will run this show, podcast show, every Monday and every Wednesday at 2 p.m. I know I'm late today, but that's the time. That's the show time, all right? Every Monday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've already got a layout for the next 2 weeks of things we're going to be talking about. All right, so it's going to be fun. We do this for a nice hour. All right, so let's get on to the next one real quick. We only got about 16 more minutes left in the show because that was the main topic that I wanted to talk about. Was right now is not the time to try to be an owner operator in trucking. All right, the next one is my vision of my authority in 2022. All right, and that could actually change, right? Because if this market, as far as equipment goes, doesn't correct itself, then hey, guess what? Low is going to do exactly what I told y'all to do. I'm gonna push this shit out to 2023, right? I'm gonna put y'all 2023. But I think that with the game plan that I want to do, I don't have to push out to 2023. I could still do it 2022. Now, my vision, of course, is going to be as I teach people that this shit is step by step. All right. And for 9-10 years, I have been doing things step by step. I don't get into all the hype of people saying go out and just get an authority and just run and just get on the spot market and hope for the best and the worst shows up. All right. To me, everything is strategic. Everything has to be done step by step to put us in better position. Now, what do you mean by this? Okay, so what is potentially your plan? So my plan is, once again, I will have my own authority, okay? And I will still be doing power only. Yeah, I said it. I'll still be doing power only. Whether this means that I lock in with Amazon, okay? I know they're not paying fantastic right now, right? But I believe in due process. I believe in things getting to a greater point, right? And those that stick with me for longevity, you will see the rewards of that. But if that means that I have to either lock on to Amazon to pull their power only trailers, deal with, JB Hizzle, JB Hunt doing a power only, look into other carriers like even on the A fleet side of Prime pulling their reefers. All right. Not a bad option. My plan is I would do this, whoever it be that I lock onto, for 1 year. For 1 year. That's why I said that this could still work in 2022, because then in 2023, it's greater rewards behind it. Because then possibly by then, maybe the market, as far as equipment has corrected itself. I got a super chat. Let me get that super chat real quick. I did miss super chats last time. I got to get them this time. Says, how do you judge the market or know when it is right to buy? All right, so good question. So the way that you can judge the market is when you go buy that truck, right? Just like a car, you do fact checks on the truck, right? You get a VIN number, you see what the appraised price is of that truck, what the appraisal price is. And if it comes back and say this truck is worth $40,000, but you're at the dealership and they're trying to sell it for $80,000, well, you know that it's not time, right? It's not time to buy the truck. It's time to, the market is still retarded right now. Let's just hold out and wait, all right? So you do your own due diligence, get the VIN number, just like on cars, you got, what is it? Fact check or whatever the fuck, that little Fox check, whatever the Fox is, where he be checking and he'll let you know if a truck's been in an accident or a car. You do your own due diligence and you find out the true value of that truck appraisal. Take it somewhere and get it appraised. See if it's really worth $80,000. And if it isn't worth $80,000, then hey, yeah, there you go. All right, thanks for that super chat. I got another one. We're going to get back to my thing. I got to get these super chats because these are people who actually have paid to me. So I got to respect that. I just went to Ritchie Brothers auction in Denver, Colorado for a second truck. I wanted to buy that. You wanted to buy that. Should have sold for $15K. It sold for $43K. You go right there. Italian Stallion. Just telling y'all, the truck should have probably was appraised for $15K, but it sold for $43. That's bananas, man. That's what we're talking about. That's banana. Carfax. Thank you, Phil. You know what I'm talking about. But back to my authority thing. The plan would be to attach on to Amazon or drop in hook situation, or somebody that we pull power only for. Now, in that year, right, we're establishing our authority, right? Establishing our authority. At the same time, we're waiting for the market on equipment to drop back down to its norm, right? Once it drops back down to its norm after that year in 2023, then we can go out and we can go and get trailers for the right price, right? Not only that, but we have a year of our authority established with a carrier pulling freight. So now at that point, I could work with pretty much any broker. And then at that point, I can offer the load board to my drivers where they can book their own loads. And, we would just take that would be what authority anyway. It was just take a percentage. But what we can do is we can open it up to where they can have more options other than just pulling, a power only company. So to me, I would use the power only to establish my authority while at the same time waiting for equipment prices to get themselves back right. So it's a step-by-step booklet process. And the drivers that see it through with me or that decide to come join on with me, then that'd be great. Plus, I've had so many drivers that want to come on to Parks Motor Group and they want to bring their truck. Well, currently right now, I don't have it to where drivers could bring their own truck because I don't have my own authority. I lease my trucks onto carriers. So it wouldn't, and I'm just being honest, it wouldn't behoove an owner operator to lease onto me, right? Just for me to lease you onto the carrier because it's not my equipment. I would much rather that owner operator lease onto the carrier itself than me because I don't have my authority, right? So you wouldn't be, the reason why people lease onto me is because I lease the truck to the driver, right? The driver don't have a truck, so I'm leasing my truck to that driver. As far as an owner operator who has his own equipment, it would just be best that you lease onto the carrier or onto a carrier opposed to trying to work through me. But don't worry, we will have it in 2022 where you can lease on to Parks Motor Group with your truck, your own equipment. Jed, thanks for that $1.99, says PMG for life. Appreciate that. My man Shooter Brown, another one of my dogs. Salute. I'm trying to get my paperwork together for my business together. Numbers and all that. Is it bad time for that too? No, it's not a bad time to do that, Shooter. The only bad part in trucking right now is trying to go out and buy equipment in trucking right now. It's not good. As far as getting your paperwork together, getting your LLC established, creating, maybe you want to create a DUNS number or whatever have you, creating business credit stuff. I think I already said that. No, it's not a bad time. All right. As far as with the if you're gonna get an authority, if you have a truck that you already have, it's not a bad time to get an authority either. Okay, but it's terrible time to be trying to get equipment right now. Okay, so it would be terrible time as far as growth on equipment goes. But anything else outside of that, no, it's you can make it happen right now, bro. And you got experience in the industry, so you already know what to expect in this industry. A lot of times there's people that's coming in this industry that don't know what to expect, and then when they get in this shit and they realize what type of dirty game it is, they're not used to that. Right? So somebody that's already in this industry, that's used to it, they know how this shit moves. None of this stuff will be a shock to you, but to new people coming in trying to venture into it, yes, this will be a wake-up call, and they will lose a lot of fucking money because they don't understand it. One, they don't understand it, and then two, they got a bunch of these courses out here that, for $5,000, I'll teach you everything you need to know about trucking. For $10,000, I'll give you all of my contacts, my networks, my dealerships, my every single thing. That's because you take one of them fucking courses don't mean that you gonna know what the fuck you doing, bro. You could still go. This shit is bonkers, bro. Like trucking is bonkers. You can go take one of them courses and not know nothing about trucking, and you will still, after you pay $10,000, know nothing about trucking still. You just gave somebody $10,000 to talk your fucking ear off. All right. You better get with somebody that can tell you the truth about trucking. All right. And now they don't need, they may need a little bit of money for their time, but damn sure not no fucking 5 and 10K. I'm just saying. Fuck, man. Wait a minute. Light bulb just went off. Hold on. Should I create a course for $5,000 to $10,000? I'm just saying, maybe LoShawn create a course for $5,000. I mean, goddamn it, people are paying it. Yo, listen, at least with me, I mean, well, that's part of my management thing anyway that I have, that where we manage your truck for you and all that other stuff like that. But I mean, that's different. Okay, that's different. It's not that you need to bring me thousands of fucking dollars to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, just saying, when the new trucks start coming back out, oh, I'm gonna have a little program where I already got the name of it. All right, you guys will hear about it. It's called the FAM program. All right, it's called the Fleet Advantage Management Program. It'll be out when the chips start coming back. Right, the chips for the new trucks come back. I have my program out, and no, it ain't nowhere near as expensive as some of these other ones. All right, mine will be $20,000 franchise buy-in. You know what I'm saying? You get a brand new truck. We do put the driver in there for you because that's part of our recruiting service. It's $20,000, brand new spanking truck. You on our authority, and we will run the trucks as far as dispatching it for you. So it's a true all-in-all package because it will actually be with our authority that you're buying a franchise into, right? So, but that's coming once they get these chips back in these trucks. But yeah. But as far as that segue a little bit, we can talk about my recruiting service. My recruiting service, I am creating a website for that. When I talked about that a little bit in the beginning, where it'd be a portal where drivers can go in there absolutely free. Okay, drivers can go in there for and put your information in there. Now, it's not going to charge you guys, but I will charge the carriers to receive your information. And the only way that they will be able to receive your information is they have to go on there on the website as well. They have to look over your portal. They have to look over all your stuff. And the only way that they get your information is that, you know, they've paid for it and that you guys are a match. In our portal, it will show if you're a match or you're not compatible. All right. And we're not going to ever put a driver up with a company that they're not compatible with. They say they want to make 70 cents a mile. We're not going to fish you to a company that's paying 60 cents, right? Because that's just going to frustrate you. So we're going to make sure that the company is offering everything that you're looking for, whether it's a lease, whether it's you want to be an owner operator, whether it's you want to be a company driver. It'll be there. And it's simple because it's just like, you know, a website. You go in, you log into your portal, you get to see companies that have showed interest in you, right? And they will reach out to you. Once again, drivers won't have to pay for this, but carriers will have to pay for this to gain you guys' information to see that. So that website is coming. All right. That'll be coming in 2022. We're not going to do anything right now because it's the end of the year. It's the last quarter. So we'll be getting that popping. And once again, that'll be free to the drivers to be able to put your information up there on that website. And immediately it shoots it out to thousands of carriers that are looking for drivers, owner operators, mega carriers, small mom and pop fleets that are looking for drivers. They can come right to this one-stop shop and they can gather your information. And also as a driver, you will be able to look and you will be able to show interest in that carrier. But in order for that carrier to gain your information, they would need to, and you wouldn't even be able to see the name of the carrier. You'll see what the carrier is offering. We won't offer the name of it because once again, the carrier has to pay for this stuff. But that's how we're looking. All right. Another super chat just came through. My man Rolling Swole TV says, "Keep it real with these folks, big bro." That's what it's about, man, over here on Trucking with Loshawnparks podcast show now. It's about keeping it real, keeping it honest with you guys, keeping you guys informed, keeping you guys educated. I know I said that wrong, but that's my educated. There y'all go. Y'all want to see the real one. Educate. Keeping y'all educated. Keeping y'all abreast on what's going on in this industry. A lot of news articles been popping out there on transportationnation.com. We will get into some of those later on down the line. Maybe talk about, or maybe just, I got to get back to figuring out how to work all of this. You know how I had the screenshots and all the videos and stuff. I got to figure all that shit out. I just stepped in the studio again today. This weekend, I didn't touch a thing over here. All right. So I didn't touch anything till it was time for me to broadcast. So I have to put a little bit more time into it and figure out exactly how I did all that shit before. And then, you know, bring you guys news articles, bring you guys things to be aware of. And we just chop shop. All right. Try to get a little bit more to comments. But once again, it's a podcast show. So it's more geared towards me just speaking. And I do get to y'all chat from time to time. Like I said, if you guys want to grab my attention, you can just simply send a super chat down there. And that does grab my attention because it lights up, right? It's a colorful color and it grabs my attention. But to everybody that is in here right now today, that was in here, I think we got up to 175, 180 people watching the podcast live. Big shouts outs to y'all, man. Big ups to y'all. That's big. I've been away for 4 months. And for me to still be able to see that 150, 180 people rock out live, man, that is fucking phenomenal. So people have also asked me, am I going to talk about lowsportspicks.com as far as investing into yourself playing on the sports? I will. I'll talk about that on Wednesday. So y'all can get some information on that. Or if not, if you want further information on the sports stuff, just send me a message on Facebook or send me a message on Instagram, and I'll be glad to get a tutorial video over to you. I do have one that explains everything that goes on within it and 3 different strategies of how you can bet in it. All right. Hey, listen, man, that is our time. Once again, round of applause to y'all because y'all have been huge in here today. Humongous. Y'all show a lot of support. And to all my people, welcome back. Y'all do me a solid on your way out the door. If you don't mind sharing it, share it. If sharing hurts your feelings, don't share it. And if hitting a thumb up on your way out bothers you, don't hit nothing then, or do whatever you do. All right. Make sure you follow me, Loshawnparks, on Facebook. And also you follow me on Instagram at Loshawnparks. Loshawnparks at all social media outlets, man. That's where you can find me at. Until Wednesday. All right. Y'all be safe and don't do nothing I wouldn't do, like being safe. As always, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners, and we win it all day. Right here, Trucking with Loshawnparks podcast show. Take me out.
Thank you for listening to the Trucking with Loshawnparks podcast show. Be sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on IG at LoshawnParks and Facebook LoshawnParks. Until next episode, keep it trucking.